So good morning class 12 students. We are doing maxima and minima, and maxima and minima we consider two questions today. Let's consider first question. एक सर्कल है और उसमें एक ट्रायंगल बनाना है, ठीक है. रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल इज r. So we have to prove that if the area is maximum, then the triangle will be equilateral. Okay. Area is maximum, triangle will be equilateral. This you have to prove. इसको prove करने के लिए क्या करेंगे? Any triangle which is not isosceles cannot have maximum area in a circle. Suppose if I make acute angle triangle or triangle in which two sides are not equal. Suppose all three sides are different. Then this cannot have a maximum area. We can prove. So first we will consider that these two sides are equal. So if two sides are equal, now let's consider A, B, C. Okay, from here O is the center of the circle. This is R and this is X. This is some side say Y. Okay. So from this figure, what is area of the triangle? It is half BC into say AD, height, isosceles triangle. So half BC is Y, half BC is directly Y, and AD is X plus R. R we can take as constant. R is constant. Okay. Area is Yx plus R. Now we have to keep only one variable. So what variable we have to remove here is we have to consider this relation between R square is equal to X square plus Y square. That we can apply here. Okay. So from this you can get the value of one of the variables. And what about other variables? So R is a constant, that's not a problem. So we can remove Y from here. So we'll square this. So if A is maximum, A square is also maximum. So A square is Y square X plus R whole square. Now substitute the value of Y square from there. Let this be Z. Y square is R square minus X square and X plus R whole square. Now we can find dz by dx. So we can write R square minus X square first bracket. Okay. And this is 2x plus R plus X plus R whole square constant, product rule, and R square minus X square is minus 12. So this you have to put equal to 0. So we get dz by dx is equal to, you can write R square minus X square as R plus X, R minus X, and this R plus X can be taken as constant. So here inside you will get R minus X, 2x plus 2R. Okay. And as you can see, X plus R is again common from here. So we can actually take X plus R common. That will make this as R minus X into 2. Okay. And this one is minus 2x. So we can write this as R plus X whole square. This is 2R minus 4x. Right? So when you put it 0, you get 2R is equal to 4x, or x is equal to, you can get 2R, that is R by 2. Right? X is equal to R by 2. And for maximum, minimum, you can differentiate one more time and you can check that it is less than 0, second derivative. So it is for maximum. Okay. Now we can draw the diagram and see what is the question is. This is a triangle. This is R and this is X. Right? So this here is Y. So what is the relation between r, x and y? X is now r by 2, so y is equal to, okay, we have already considered these two sides to be equal, AB, right? So now we'll prove that all the three sides are equal. So how will you prove? So if you can prove that this angle is 60 degrees, that is, if you can prove that this angle here is 30 degree, okay, then perhaps this can be done. So let's find the value of y. It is r square minus x square, that is r square minus, okay, we'll get x square is r by 2, r square by 4, so 3 r square by 4, okay. This is what we are getting, and x, as you can see, and x, as you can see here, is r by 2, right? So we can find the side BC as double of I, which is 3 by 2 r square, and we can also put the root here. So BC is actually y is equal to root 3 r square by 2. So BC is root 3 r by 2. BC is root 3 r, right? So we can similarly prove that AC is also root 3 r. AC is also root 3 r by writing AC square is equal to 3 r by 2 whole square plus y square, and y square is 3 r square by 4. So AC square, as you can see, is r plus 2, right? Is 3 r by 2 whole square plus y square. So we can solve this, and you can get 9 r square by 4, 3 r square by 4, that is 12 r square by 4, that is 3 r square. So again we are getting the same value. So thus we get that AC is also root 3 r. So this is root 3 r, this is root 3 r, and this is also root 3 r. That means the triangle is equilateral, right? So that's a very good question. Now we can do one more question here. So now the next question that we are doing is a boat or a steamer is there. This is the stream, and the steamer is going this side. Suppose steamer, speed is v, and steam, the speed is x. Okay, it is given that the cost of running the steamer, expense per hour, cost per hour is directly proportional to the speed with which you are running. So if you increase the speed, cost per hour will increase. So if the cost you have to keep constant, cost is constant for a given distance, we will keep the distance as constant, okay. Cost is constant, distance is constant. We have to prove that the maximum speed with which you can run, v, maximize v, is 3 by 2x. This you have to prove, okay. So how you will do this question? Cost, what is cost? Cost per hour we can write like this, that the cost per hour be directly proportional to VQ. So cost per hour is equal to P into VQ, right? Or K into VQ, where K is the constant, right? Now, so time, or this is time, so cost per unit time, whatever time we are getting in hours, is equal to KVQ. So time is equal to cost upon KVQ. Okay. Now, what is the net speed of the steamer? Net speed of the steamer is V minus X. Okay. And how much hours it is taking? Suppose it is taking T hours time. And this is suppose the total distance traveled. This D here is constant. So we can find the value of, we can substitute the value of T from there. So V minus X upon KVQ, this one, is equal to D upon D, right? D, this one. Now we can get kd, d, right? d into k is v minus x. So we get v minus x upon v cube is equal to k into d. This is a constant, we can write this as c, new constant c. So we are getting a new equation here, v minus x upon v cube is equal to c. Okay. Now we can differentiate this and get our answers. So what is that? V, or let's take v minus x is equal to c into v cube. Okay. So we can differentiate with respect to x here. So we get v dash, that is 1, right? And one of them x, on the contrary, x is a constant here. So that just differentiate this with respect to, say, if you have to maximize v, differentiate this with respect to v itself. Okay, so we'll get what this one is, v, that is 1 minus 0, right? And so we are getting this one as the answer, right? Or can we take it that side, because we are getting cv cube. So 1 is equal to, can we write c into 2v square, something like this, right? So let's see whether we get, what is c now? We can substitute the value of c again from here. Okay, so we get 1 is equal to v minus x upon v cube into 2v square. So we can now just cancel these two. Okay, we get v here, and this v we can take it this side. V is equal to 2v minus 2x, right? Finally we get 2x is equal to, and this is 2v is equal to, or 2x is equal to, we are getting v, right? So we have to just we are not getting the required answer, so we'll just do it from one more step from here. What was the cost? Okay, let me restart from where we left. See, the speed of the steamer is v, and cost per hour, that is cost per unit time, is equal to k into v cube. Okay, and the distance traveled is equal to v minus x into time. So distance traveled is equal to v minus x into time is equal to, and cost you have to keep as constant. Okay, so this is also constant expense, right? So I am writing this as c, and time is c upon kv cube. This we are getting, right? And this, what are the variables here? For the given cost, x is also constant, k is also constant, v is also constant, right? So every quantity here, most of the quantities here are constant. So we need to find what? Just bring every constant here and make a new constant c1, right? V minus x upon v cube. This is what we are getting. And on differentiating this, we'll get, okay, let's bring it here, cv cube is equal to v minus x. Okay, and differentiate this, you get 3v square into c1 is equal to 1, something like this. So when you solve this, you have to again put the value of c1, and c1 was this one, v minus x upon v cube. So we can write here 3v square, right? V minus x upon v cube is equal to 1. Okay, now this is what we are getting as a critical value. So we can multiply this as 3v cube minus 3v square x is equal to v cube, right? Bring it this side, take it that side, 2v cube is equal to 3v square x, right? V square you can cancel, we get 2v is equal to 3x. So v is equal to 3x by 2. So thus you have got the answer as v is equal to 3x by 2, right? So just a bit of differentiation technique we have done here, or we could have done it this way also. We can k v cube in the numerator and v minus x in the denominator. That would have made it easy. But fine, then we don't have to apply the value of c1, but here we have to apply the value of c1. So the answer we have got. See, what I am saying is, if we do it this way, if we do it like this, k v cube upon k upon v minus x is equal to c upon d into a, k into d, right? Make this as new constant c1. Now differentiate and put equal to 0. Let's see, v minus x here, with respect to v we are differentiating, so we are getting 3v square minus, and this is v cube into 1, something like this. So you multiply this and you get exact answer. Look at this. This is equal to 0. So you get what? 3v cube minus v cube minus 3x v square is equal to 0, and this is 2v cube 3x v square, and we can get same answer, 3x by 2. We can even do the second derivative to check whether this derivative is negative or not, and you will get this derivative is negative, which will prove that this is maximum value. Okay, so this is one of the questions you have to understand, right? So keep solving these questions, and see, they are question of maximum minima, very important, and they are basically of geometrical value, right? So more you solve them, better it is, right? See you in the next class.